The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. 2 now on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after them.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Third down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the veteran punter for the Saints, Thomas Morstead, on to punt on 4th down. Back deep, Deontay Harris. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Haskins. Harris has it over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Bell. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
At the 38-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd down.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
At the 42.
Haskins will throw. Past the 20. And he finds McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington.
17.
Terry McLaurin His third touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. They'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run go wind up netting him 33 yards.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
He doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Tua going to try and run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tua Tagovailoa. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And his kick is right through.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
23-yard line.
Our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. That one is slant to McLaurin. There he goes, right side. 20.
Oh, that's the way
Touchdown,
to run it, boy.
Washington. Terry McLaurin, 77 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt the return.
25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive line, that's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 58 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and they've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Deontay Harris on the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick. Thus, inaccurate, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Haskins. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally the first step in the right direction for a stop.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
39-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this returnable for Harris. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now Haskins on 1st down. And that's incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. But it'll be second down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Haskins. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
A gain of 2. Brings up
play action. Haskins. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and picking it up, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
15-yard line.
Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Looking to pass. Tua. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. Second and goal from the 1.
Brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints have moved out in front. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Takes over first and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. He's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. And this will be incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Throwing again, here's Haskins. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Haskins back to the air. He finds set. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Haskins looking to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well. Think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly. Intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Will Lutz to kick off.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Washington will take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said is that
Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. The 20.
That's
10,
all you got!
Touchdown, Washington. Le'Veon Bell, 77 yards. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Rifles one, it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Washington 28, Saints 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now,
looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
By the wide receiver.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
10 yards on the pickup.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
The kicker on.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And this will wind up as Saints first down as he gets it up past the 35. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Tua going to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Toss play, Kamara. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he will take him down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Kamara. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Tua on 4th down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
7-yard line.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints are back within a score. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes this Washington 34. Saints 28.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Washington takes over first and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First down, Washington.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
The 29-yard line.
From the gun, Haskins. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
First down, Washington.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Bell. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. On play action, Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you talk about going the long field, the very long field. This could be a 99-yard drive if they're able to accomplish it.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line.
Kamara,
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 5-yard line.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Gonna throw right side here. Complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 11 yards there. 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
2 and now on 1st down. Being chased out left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
On second down, Tua. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Tua. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Matthew Ioannidis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
He ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll try to run some clock now with Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up second.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A 1st down run for Bell, not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's 2nd down. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Brings up second.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins.
42-yard line.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Running the sweep with McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss.
And 12 at the Saints' 13-yard line.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Haskins down to a knee, and his guys about to come away victorious. So it's Washington getting the victory here, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Washington, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one.